Greeting and welcome all on behalf of NIMI Chennai. I am G. Rajeshwarna from NSTI Chennai. Today our topic is fire fighting. At the end of this class, you shall be able to describe the general procedure to be adopted at the event of fire, and you can determine the correct type of fire extinguisher based on the type of fire and how to use the fire extinguisher and extinguishing of fire. As we discussed in our previous video, fire is a burning of combustible materials. A fire in an unwanted place and in an unwanted occasions and also in uncontrollable quantity can create a huge damage or destroy the property or materials. The uncontrollable fire might injure peoples and sometimes it cause loss of life as well. So, the prevention of fire is very much important. If you find any outbreak of fire discovered, the immediate control and extinguishing of fire has to be taken immediately. An immediate action can minimize the effect of fire accident. So, let us see how to operate, how to act at once when we are in the event of fire. It must be important to understanding the basic of how the fire occurs and how the fire is behaving inside a building. There are some general procedure to be adopted in the event of fires. First, raise an alarm and alert people surrounding by shouting fire, fire, fire when observe the fire. So, we have to alert everyone by raising an alarm signal so that everyone can able to escape from the fire. Next, inform fire service are arranged to inform immediately. Next one, turn off all the machineries and power, gases and electricity also. Close the doors and windows but do not lock or bolt them. This will limit the oxygen fed to the fire and prevent its spreading. Try to deal with the fire if you can do so safely. Do not risk your life by getting trapped. Anybody not involved in fighting the fire should leave calmly using the emergency exit and go to the designated assembly point. Do not allow people to go nearer to the fire. Open emergency exit and ask them to go away. Failure to do this may mean that some person being unaccounted for and others may have to put themselves to the trouble of searching for him or her at risk to themselves. Try to deal with the extinguishing of fire if you can do so safely with the fire extinguishers. First of all, analyze to identify the type of fire. Yeah, different types of fire has to be dealt with different ways and different types of fire extinguishing agent. Ultimately, the choosing of fire extinguishing agent and understanding of the fire, basic concept of fire will lessen the chances of on-duty firefighter injuries and fatalities. And choosing of right agent will minimize the effect. If you choose the wrong agent, it will create the thing very worst. So, in order to select the right type of extinguisher to put out a fire, you must understand the different classes of fire. By analyzing the type of fire, we can determine which type of fire extinguisher is to be used to extinguish the fire. Okay, let us assume that we identified the fire extinguishers to be used, but now the next question is how to use the fire extinguishers. There is a method to operate a fire extinguisher safely. For example, assume the fire is class B type, that means flammable liquefied solids. So, we have to select CO2, carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. Locate and pick up CO2 fire extinguisher and check for its pressure and expiry date. Next, what we have to do? Break the seal as shown here. Next one, pull the safety pin from the handle, pin located at the top of the fire extinguisher. Aim the extinguisher nozzle or hose at the base of the fire. This will remove the source of fuel from the fire. While using fire extinguisher, keep yourself low and at safe distance. Fire extinguishers are manufactured for use from the distance. Now, squeeze the handle lever slowly to discharge the agent. Swipe side to side approximately 15 cm over the fuel fire until the fire is put off. While using the fire extinguisher, we have to follow some cautions. Caution on extinguishing of fire. Fire is a life-risking factor. So while trying to extinguishing of fire, we should be very careful on our safety. Caution of using fire extinguisher. While putting off fire, the fire may flare up, but do not panic before as it puts off promptly. If the fire doesn't respond well after you have used up the fire extinguisher, move away yourself away from the fire point. Do not attempt to put out a fire where it is emitting toxic smoke. Leave it for the professionals. And remember one thing, your life is more important than property. So do not place yourself or others at risk. Steps of operation of fire extinguisher. In order to remember the simple operation of the extinguisher, there is a trick word available. Remember PASS, P-A-S-S. This will help you to use the fire extinguisher. P for pull, A for aim, S for squeeze and S for sweep. Always remember, at the event of fire, don't get panic and start respond immediately and safely as much as you can. I hope you all understand the general procedure to be adapted at the event of fire and how to choose a particular fire extinguisher for a particular class of fire and how to operate a fire extinguisher as well. Now it's evaluation time. Try to answer the following simple questions. Good try. Practice more questions to know more information on this topic. Thank you all and see you in our next video.